that. Like, why did you think that Lance was going to be the pick? And what do you think of the pick?
Well, he was my second-ranked quarterback, to be honest. I was not on the Zach Wilson train. Trey Lance was number 2 after Trevor Lawrence. I always preface this by saying I am an independent scout, so if Trey Lance doesn't work out, I'm not going to get fired. So, just to preface that for a second, that my job's not on the line potentially here. So obviously, it's a little easier for me to bank on the upside. But for me, like when I would look at this quarterback class, like Trevor Lawrence was the easy one. Then there's a little bit of a tier break. For me, the 2 and 3 were Trey Lance, Justin Fields. If somebody had Justin Fields as their second-ranked guy, I would not have said anything about it because I totally understand the concept. I totally understand why he would be, because for me, those guys are a little different, but they do bring a lot of the similar traits to the table. They're both incredible athletes. They both have the size. They both have incredibly talented arms. It's all there for both of them. Trey Lance, for me, was the higher upside pick because I think he's a more talented passer. I think he has better arm talent when I'm talking about the ability to throw from different angles and to throw from different velocities and throw from different touch points and just all the different things that come with arm talent, just the ability to throw off platform. I feel like he has a higher ceiling, similar athlete. And then, like you mentioned, I mean, he is a guy that is the only quarterback this year that is coming out of a quote-unquote pro-style system where he have to go under center, go in shotgun, do different things, because ball handling is a big part of the quarterback position that I feel like not enough people talk about, and he has those aspects to him. As only a redshirt freshman in 2019, he was asked to do protections at the line of scrimmage, ID mics, things that some of these quarterbacks haven't had to do. I mean, Josh Rosen, his second year in the NFL, was saying, like, I never learned how to ID a mic while I was in college, which was pretty insane. But this kid was doing it when he was a 19-year-old redshirt freshman, and he's still very young. Only played a game this past year as a redshirt sophomore in their quote-unquote highlight game or whatever the hell they called it against Central Arkansas. But for me, the upside is there. I think he is a lot more sound technically than people act like he is. I think that he is a lot further along from a mental aspect than people act like he is. Because the misconception for me is that he's a guy that people are just labeling, he is incredibly talented, but he should sit a year. I don't think he has to. I do think that Jimmy Garoppolo can afford them some opportunity to use that bridge if they choose to and bring him along a little easy and do all that types of things. But I think if you throw a kid like him, Trey Lance, speaking into the fire, I think he'd come out on the other side because I think he's ready for it. I really do think that the mental acumen is not understated here. I think that he's a really bright young man who hits all the thresholds physically that you talk about. And I really like the pick a ton. As a